Good evening and welcome to today's stock outlook video. Today I'll be looking at two stocks. The first is Kotak Mahindra Bank and the second is Adani Ports. I'll be looking at them in perspective of what has happened firstly, then I'll look at it in the perspective of what's going to occur. Now the first stock we're looking at is Kotak Mahindra Bank. Kotak Mahindra Bank has had a pretty rough time of late. As we can see, it has been on a steady decline, and that was quite evident that it was going to have a further and further decline, as even the indicators which I share with clients who subscribe to my services showed that. For example, we can see that the first indicator had gone bearish on 24th July, and after that, we have had a steady decline. So that was number one confirmation. Number two, we saw that the bearish volume was spiking up and the bullish volume was constantly dwindling, supporting the notion that we are coming down. Now, Kotak, the reason I covered it is on Thursday, Friday, it managed to, sorry, on Friday and Monday, it managed to stabilize around this price point. So now the big question is, stabilize or will it go down further? Now, if Kotak were to break the low of last week Friday, which is 1782, which is highly likely, then I expect it to fall first to 1769, which is a simple candle support. This is it was a former gap up support range, and this was the lower line of the gap up. But I expect it to break that support at 16769, and I believe Kotak in the coming weeks will make its way down to the 1740, which is support level. This is the volume is simply too weak for it, and the indicator you see here on 9th August, a bit of a recovery attempt was coming, but then it got rejected and again started sloping back down. So that clearly indicates that Kotak is most likely going to fall to 1740 in the coming sessions. Now, will it be a straight decline? No, it's never straight. It will be staggered as it has been from basically when it started the decline on 24th, 25th July. It will continue coming down. Now, if we have any rise from here, I don't believe it will take out 1820. So, if it by chance rises to 1820, there will be a shorting opportunity to head towards 1740. But ultimate target, I believe Kotak will hit is 1740 in the coming uh, sessions as the basically trade plan goes along. Now, the second one we'll be looking at is Adani Ports. Not the share. I'm looking at the stock version, not the futures of it. If you look at the stock version, the Adani Ports, I'm covering it for the one reason that on Friday last week, when the news came out about Deloitte resigning, the people all over social media putting, though Adani Ports is going to be lower circuit tomorrow, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. But then none of that happened. The simple reason is that Adani stock has been getting bad news from now months end. So that issue is what has made it rather immune to this news. And this was not something that major as to how people played it out to be. Now, how I see Adani Ports in the coming future, the main thing we're going to have to see is number one, we see that the bullish bearish volume indicator has completely gone 50-50. The bullish volume and the bearish volume has come equal. Before it was strongly bullish. Number two, the trend catch indicator, if we zoom in, has started attempting a crossover. If this crossover were to occur, then that would signal a new shot. If it fails to occur, then that signals that we're not going to be having a fall, we'll stay in a box rate. So, how I see Adani Ports playing out, if we focus on the chart only, as we have seen what the indicators showing, the bullish bearish volume has gone 50-50, and the trend catcher indicator has reached a crossover point, and now it will be to see in the next 1 to 2 sessions whether the crossover occurs or not. So, since it can go either way, how I would play Adani Ports in the coming week, 1 to 2 weeks, is number one, if it breaks the Monday's low, then I expect you to take support from 764. Now, if 764 was to break, that is when Adani Ports would be a clean positional short to 726. I'm not accounting for the moving averages here because the moving averages are in between the zone, but they will not be able to do much if this zone breaks. If we break for 5764, then we're going to go down to 726.30. On the upside is the same. If we break the top of the top of Friday's candle or Monday's candle, then we'll go back to test the high of the Adani stock recent, which was 818, and the current resistance level at 829. But how I expect Adani Post to play out right now is that either if that the clients using the indicator will be able to see if it does a crossover on the coming next 1 to 2 sessions, the trend catcher in Adani Ports is going to be a goner, and we will break this level and go down. However, if the trend catcher indicator gets rejected at this point and just goes into basically a sideways move, and the bullish bearish volume stays 50-50 as it is, then we will form a box range with the high of being of 794 basic 5 and the low of 765, we can say 764.80. So if it goes into a box range, people can sell the range via option sells and make money. If it breaks 764, then it will give good time to option buyers, as it will be a clean shot to 726. But I would suggest option buyers go through spreads because it will not be a straight fall. It will be a slow, staggered fall. If you don't want to do option buying because of the decay issues, then you can go for option sells, where they simply sell, let's say, all the options as the index, as the stock continues to descend. So that is my outlook on Adani Ports and Kotak Mahindra Bank. I would rather trade Adani Ports as I think it's going to be giving good opportunities now to option sellers and option buyers, as its chart indicates that. Thank you for watching, and if you did like this video, then do like it and subscribe to the channel.